Okay, good morning, everyone. Week 7, Martin Luther King Day. I wanted to just have us all come to a comfortable seat for our beginning pranayama. So, just finding the most comfortable seat for you, whether that means you're sitting in a chair, maybe you're on the ground on some sort of prop, either on a block, bolster, pillow, just so your hips are a little bit higher than your knees. And if you are in a chair, just uncross your legs so your feet are firmly on the ground. And let's close the eyes. Inhale through the nose, lift the heart, sit up tall, and exhale out the mouth. Let some sound or a sigh come out. A few more breaths like that. Inhaling through the nose, sitting up, lifting the heart. Exhaling out the mouth. Shoulders can relax. Take a few more slow breaths like that for yourself. A cleansing water breath here in the nostrils and out the mouth. One more breath like that. And slow breath out. Closing the lips here now and just breathing in the nostrils and out the nostrils. Feel your hands connected onto your legs somewhere. So palms down, maybe a gentle little squeeze of the fingers, and then a softening of the hands, just to really feel yourself connecting to yourself. And I'd like to share 3 of my favorite Martin Luther King quotes. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. So just taking a moment and breathe for that quote and let that vibrations of that resonate in your heart, in your belly. The next quote is, faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase. Letting that resonate in the heart, or the belly, maybe even in the feet. And the last quote I like to share is, love is the only force capable of transforming an enemy into a friend. Noticing where that vibration lingers or resonates for you. And so that last quote, the love is the only force capable of transforming an enemy into a friend. For me, when I reflected on that, it resonated with me as when I become my own enemy, right? And how, whether it's self-criticism, inner dialogue, or perfectionism, all of the inner workings of things I struggle with, and so many of us struggle with, when we become our own worst enemy, right? What can really bring you out of that is finding the vibration of love, is cultivating love. And what does love feel like? Sometimes love feels more like acceptance and compassion, right? Sometimes it feels like forgiveness. Sometimes it feels like not taking yourself too seriously, right? It can be all these things. And sometimes we need to cultivate different energies for ourselves. And so just taking one more breath for that, kind of having a little reflective time. Inhaling through the nose, we'll hold the breath at the top, hold, linger, retain. Open the mouth and let the breath go. Pull the belly in. Nice. Flutter the eyes open. And we will find our way to a standing position, finding a little bit of movement here. So slowly find your way up to standing. And give yourself a little bit of space. Right. And so I just wanted to start off with just a thumping of the body. So little bends in the knees, my feet are hip distance width, and you'll just kind of thump the body, shrug the shoulders, let the arms just be dead weight. Let the hands kind of flop. Bending the knees, a little bounce in the body. You can send your hips left and right. Maybe feel the head get involved. You can close the eyes if that feels good for you. A few breaths here, just shaking up the snow globe, right? Shaking it up, bobble the head, feel the chest, feel the hips, legs, shoulders, breathe in. Exhale out the mouth. 2 more breaths, breathe in. Releasing the fascia here, exhale. 1 more breath here, shake it up, shake it up. And then exhale, find stillness, close your eyes if they're not already closed. Shine your palms forward. Urine your fingertips down. Push down through your feet without locking your legs. And then start to draw energy up through your legs. As if you could imagine your feet had roots growing down, but you're sucking the energy up through the roots, through your feet, through your ankles, through your legs. Pause in the energy in the pelvis. And you can use your mind's eye to sort of create a figure 8 or an infinity sign within the pelvis. And there is no right or wrong direction, right? Maybe the figure 8 is facing forward. Maybe the figure 8 is sitting on the pelvis where it's maybe shining up or down. However energetically you chose to create that figure 8. You might even feel a gentle sway in the body as you're imagining that figure 8 swirling around left and right. Keep it in the same direction so you focus on that. Another breath. Churning that energy, using your mind's eye in the pelvis. The next time you make it into the center of the figure 8, that intersection point, pause and slow down, and then reverse the direction, whatever you were doing previously, just change the direction. And you can really feel the change there. Adjust to the change. You're finding a gentle sway in the body, that's okay. Or maybe you're completely still and just focusing your mind's eye on the figure 8. Keep breathing. Maybe it's in the nose and out the mouth. Maybe it's in the nose, out the nose. Nice. So about 2 more full rotations around that figure 8, that infinity sign. Gathering the energy here. Slowly come back to the center of the figure 8, right in the center of the pelvis, pelvic floor. Give yourself a breath in, pause in stillness. Expand the energy. Exhale, contain the energy into a little ball of light, a little seed. Then you're going to continue up the center of the body. Draw the energy up through the navel. Stand up nice and tall. Draw it up through the heart. Almost like you're willing yourself to levitate. Let the energy come through the throat, through the head, tuck the chin slightly, and let the energy pause in the third eye, the space right between the 2 hemispheres of the brain. Take a few breaths here, just in stillness. Notice if there's any tension in the body. Maybe you can soften in the shoulders or the jaw. Remember to have little bends in the knees. We'll keep this stillness just for 2 more breaths, focusing the energy in the third eye center. So in this next breath in, let that energy expand out throughout the whole head beyond the physical form. exhale, let it come back to the seat of light. Inhale, open the crown chakra and let the energy come up and out the head like a fountain coming up and then cascading down the outside of the body, like almost warm honey dripping down that outer layer of the body, down the chest and the arms, back, down the front of the legs, down the booty, down the legs, down the knees, back of the knees, down the shins and calves, and then down the feet, being absorbed back into the earth. Inhale here. And exhale. Really nice. So I would like to have us just start to find a little bit of an intuitive sway. You can sway your arms with your hips left and right. You can almost imagine like a hula dance, I guess. But just a slow, intentional movement. Maybe it's a little bit like Qigong. You can keep the eyes closed and just sense when the hips go to the right, arms can come and hands can come to the right. When the hips go to the left, let the arms and hands sort of travel. And let the palms be facing each other, almost like you're holding an energetic beach ball in front of you. And you're bringing the beach ball to one side, then across the other side. You can see how it feels to bend the knees and maybe bring that energy a little bit lower. Slow, intentional movement. You can go as low as it feels good for your body. Maybe you want to bring yourself back up. You can bring that beach ball a little bit further overhead, left and right. Maybe it's directly overhead here now. Keeping that energy within your hands. See if you can really feel or sense a force there that you're creating. Come back and bring the hands back in front of the center of the heart and start to slow the movement down even more, like you're in slow motion. Little bends in the knees. Take a few more breaths here. Again, either eyes opened or closed. Just sensing this sway, this rhythm left and right, holding that ball of energy in front of you. Inhale and exhale. You're starting to come into stillness, standing up tall and letting that ball of energy just reside right in front of you. So keep holding on to that. And then we'll just start playing with that energy a little bit more here, giving it a little bit more intention. So you can slowly bring the hands a little bit closer together and then bring the hands a little bit further apart. And bring the hands closer together and further apart. Almost like this gentle pulsing of the energy towards one another, feeling it contained. We feel stronger when the hands are together, and let your hands come further away. You can feel a little bit more of a spaciousness happening. Hands coming back together without touching, and then further apart. As we're standing here, just make sure you have little bends in the knees, just so we're not locking. Be mindful of your stance. Have a little bit of energy contained in your navel center. So it's a gentle pulling in and up. That activates the third chakra. We hold our willpower, self-esteem, motivation, our fire. Maybe this energy feels like you're holding a little bit of fire. Maybe you feel heat. So the next step for this is going to be checking in with yourself. If there's something you are feeling called that you want to give yourself energetically, whether it's more love, right? More compassion, more forgiveness, right? Whatever intention, word, phrase, or vibration is coming up for you, check in with your body and see where you might need to receive that, because we're going to let ourselves receive that energy. So you're checking in with what you need, an intention, and then where you might need it. It might be in the head, it might be in the heart, it might be in the belly or the back. And So we're going to create that with this ball of energy that we've been moving around and holding on to here. So start to infuse that energy with your intention here now. Stay focused on that. If you want to bring that ball of energy in front of your face, you can inhale through your nose and then exhale out that intention into the ball of energy, really infusing it with your prana, your life force. Take 2 more breaths, really focusing all of your attention on that intention. One more breath like that. And then gather that energy into a tight ball and give yourself, put your hands on your body physically, and then keep your hands on your body. I'm choosing my heart space, but you choose wherever you need. Let your hands stay connected to the body once you decide where it needs to be. And we'll take a few breaths here, just really receiving that. Give gentle pressure to your body. Make contact. No matter where you're connecting to your body, lift your heart and relax the shoulders, relax the face. Really allow yourself to receive. Breathe in and breathe out. So you can flutter the eyes open. So you can just rub the hands together. Breathe in and breathe out. You can just gently rub your face from the jaw up, back, dust the crown. And you can do a little dusting from your forearm down your wrist and grab and flick it away off your hand. The other side from your elbow down your forearm, wrist and hand, and flick it away. Just sort of clear that little shake. And then we can find our way down to a seated position. Just moving really slowly. There's no need to rush. Be mindful of how you make your way back to your seat. Again, whether that's in a chair or on the ground. And so I wanted to go over a mudra today and teach us a new pranayama practice, box breath. And so the mudra I want to go over is the Gyan mudra, the wisdom mudra. And so you'll be tucking your index finger underneath your thumb. And then the 3 fingers, the middle ring finger and pinky, are just going to be fused together. And so the thumb is just kind of holding the index finger in place. And so palms will be up. I'm resting my hands on my inner thigh. You can decide what spot feels better. Sometimes extending the hands sort of to the edge of the knees feels a little bit better, but you want to just have a relaxed arm, relaxed elbow, not necessarily holding your arms in place. The only sensation in your hand is just going to be fusing those 3 fingers gently together. The middle finger, ring finger, and pinky are gently fused, and the thumb is holding the index finger in place. And so now that we have that Gyan mudra set, we're in our seat, the pranayama box breath will focus on retention today. So it's the kumbhaka, right? Kumbhaka is for the retention at the top and the bottom of the breath. And so the count for our box breath today will just be 4. But if you enjoy this practice, you can, and if you're familiar with this practice, you can extend the count to 5, 6, 7. You can go as expansive as it feels healing for you, right? We don't want to create tension or pressure necessarily. We just want to hold at the top, and then as we exhale, we'll hold at the bottom. So closing the eyes, sitting up tall, lifting the heart. First, just exhale all the air out. We'll be breathing in and out the nostrils. So breathe in through the nose. 1, 2, 3. Fill up the belly. 4. Hold here. Close off the throat. You're slowly exhaling. 4, 3, 2. Pull the belly in and hold here. Breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, pull the belly all the way in and hold. Breathing in, 1, 2, 3, fill up to the chest, hold. Breathing out, 4, 3, 2, hug everything to the midline and hold. Breathing in, belly, waist, chest, all the way to the throat, hold. Breathing out, pull the belly in, pull the ribcage back, tuck in the waist, empty out, and hold. Breathing in, belly, waist, the back, the chest, hold. Breathing out, releasing energy out as you pull the belly towards the center and hold. A few more rounds on your own. Hold yourself accountable here. If you feel the need to extend or expand, change your rhythm or change your count. Do 2 more full rounds. Inhaling, holding, exhaling, holding. At the end of your last exhale, you can just begin to breathe normally again, feeling the full capacity of the inhale melting right into the exhale, exhale melting into the inhale. And just enjoy that easeful breath. Noticing what might have come up for you in this space where you allowed yourself to pause. Because so often we don't allow ourselves to pause. We're just so quickly on to the next thing. And release the mudra. You can wiggle the fingers around a little bit. Excuse me, bring your palms together and just bow your head to your heart in honor of your practice today. Bowing your head to your heart in honor of the light that you hold within, guiding you on your path. And may your obstacles be removed. May you shine this light everywhere you go. Thank you so much. Namaste. Thank you.